Hi, welcome back to TommytoothpasteToys and you're watching my latest turtle pickups. Okay, before I get going, I thought I'd just give you a quick rundown on what's been happening. So last weekend I didn't put any videos because I didn't go to any car booths because it was Father's Day and it was my first Father's Day. So decided to just chill out, have a bit of a lie-in, all of that. Then this weekend I wasn't going to go to any car boot as there was Norwich Toy Fair. This will be the third time I've gone to Norwich Toy Fair, third or fourth time. I think it's the third time. And last time I done really good, so I thought I would save a bit of money and I left aside 50 quid to go there. Also I bought a couple of bits online as well, so this is just showing you what I got. Right, so let's get underway because there's a few bits to go through. So the first thing I got, what did I get? It was on eBay. So I was watching this listing on eBay. Watching it for about a month now, and it was an auction and it was always starting at a certain price and it kept going lower and lower as it kept getting relisted, and I thought, how far can I push this? So I thought I'd be patient for once as opposed to just jumping at it. So eventually I saw it was finishing at an awful time as well. I think it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday or something like that, so it was useless for people in the UK, everyone's at work. And for everyone who knows me or follows me on Instagram, they know I'm really looking for the 2007 CGI movie line at the moment. It's one of my favourite Turtles lines. And they're pretty cheap to get at the moment, some of them. So this one had 3 figures from that line, and it also had 1 figure from the older 2003-2004 Turtles line. They're in great nick. So the first thing was Alien Hunter's Raph. Still got all his knee pads, his blade on there. Doesn't have his actual weapon that he keeps. I think he's got some weird sort of size for himself on this one because they're sort of like a bit more, they're like spacemen sort of ones. And the characters that go with these is Jersey Devil. I can't remember which is the other. Can't remember which one out of these two goes with it, but I don't have Raph, so I got him. He's awesome. Also got Alien Hunter Mikey, and he is quality looking. I mean, the condition of these are absolutely sweet, and as you can see by their face, it's a different sort of sculpt to the usual because they're a bit more sinister looking. They look absolutely great. Really like the look of Mikey there. I sometimes get put off by Mikey. He's one, dare I say it, he's one of my least favourite turtles. Even though I don't have a least favourite turtle, I love them all. But the fact is, because he's so silly all the time, they always make his face look stupid. And that's part of his appeal. But it's great to see him occasionally looking a bit badass. And then the detailing on his backpack there is absolutely sweet. There's Mikey. And I got Leonardo in the bundle as well, which was absolutely cool. He's in really good condition. But as you may know, I've seen my other video a few months back. I've already got Leo, and with his gun, so he's just a double, so he'll go back on resale or anything. I have looked to see which is the better, but the one I originally had was still the better of the two. So he's cool. So I got all those 3 Alien Hunters, and I also got, I can't remember his name, but he's like a samurai looking Raph from the, what date is he? I think he's 2006. He is 2004, so I think it was 2003, 2007 line they are. Got his armour, it comes off. He's also got one of the maces, and I like the silver shell, pretty cool looking. But he looks a bit weird, his eyes. Something a bit, I know some of these figures have suffered from this sort of thing before with their sculpts. Their eyes are a bit sort of like, almost look a bit confused. Look at that. Doesn't he look a little bit confused? Or is it just me? So all these 4 figures, and he is in great nick as well. For it was £2.61 on eBay. I mean, what an absolute steal. Don't know why I can't stand him at the moment. He's not deciding not to stand up. There we go. £2.61 for all of those. So I can't remember what that works out at, but it's something like stupid, like 80p each or something like that. It's just ridiculous. So I was well chuffed to pick that up. Only bidder on that. Then, where do we go to next? I also got another thing from Smith TMNT. I've done a brilliant trade for some accessories. If you ain't seen his collection, it's absolutely awesome. He collects vintage turtles, and he has an awesome collection already. He used to have a massive collection, and I think loads of carded figures, but he got rid of those, and now he's starting all again, and they're all seem to be loose at the moment. I think he's getting or only collecting loose. Check him out on Instagram. I'll put his link down below. So there was some accessories that I needed. He also needed a couple off me, so I traded him some bits. I think it was, I can't remember what I traded him now. Not entirely sure, but you'll see in my last video, the video before that, I got a Mondo gecko figure for like 50p. I know he's missing his tail and his tongue, but I've been sorted out with his tail. Excuse the dog outside. It's not my dog. So now I have a tail, so I need to just clean him up a little bit, see if I can get some of those paint marks off, but now he is sweet. He's almost complete. Stands a lot better. He just doesn't have his tongue, so how I'm going to get one of those, I don't know. I also got off him, which I'm well chuffed about, movie star Don's weapons. So I've got his bow and his little sort of like a sickle stroke dagger thing. And I got Spaceman Raph's sword, which I'm well chuffed with. So I've got Spaceman Raph up there in my shelf. So I'll add those after. Right, so on to this Sunday. So I wasn't going to go to any car boots, but then I was messaging Rainbow Dog 79, who's another seller up here where I live, and he was messaging me on Instagram, and he said he had some items. So I said, okay, cool. He said he was going to go to the car boot sale that I normally go to sell this week. So I thought, all right, I'll go there, see what he's got. So went there. I had an item for him as well, Last Action Hero carded figure, which he got off me, so I hope you like it, mate. So I went to see what he had. He didn't have any vintage stuff, but he does have some. But he did have some other items. Now, I've been looking for a while something to put on my Instagram, like a diorama or sort of like set that I could put the figures on to make it look a bit cooler, the photos that I take on Instagram. So I ended up seeing something that he had, which is brilliant because it folds away. Pretty small, and now it is quite modern, but it is pretty cool. If I can pick it up, it is the Pizza Box playset, which is from 2012. So the 2012 line. I do like those cartoons; they're pretty awesome, and they look pretty good as well. So there's the picture on the front, what it looks like. That's what the back looked like. But what's brilliant about this is how it just opens up into a literally pops open like that. As you can see, there is a way to do that. There you go, you can flip the sewer. There's all of that, there's like a vault wall. That's pretty cool. And then there's also a little cannon here, which I don't have the pizza things. That's the only thing missing. There's little pizzas, but it does can go anywhere. You can sort of move it around. This swings around. So I know you can like hang the turtles from here or from there and literally swing them, and you can put an enemy there and you can kick them and they'll fall through the back and out the back basically. Awesome little thing. Really chuffed with that, and I've taken already a couple of photos on Instagram. this up. Leave that. Let's put that to that side. That's pretty good. I also got from Scott. Now I haven't got any of these figures at the moment, and I don't like the new series. Sorry if you do. For too many reasons. I'm not even going to go into them. That's another conversation for another time. If you see me, ask me. But I couldn't pass these up. He had April O'Neil carded on a beautiful looking card, which I'm well chuffed with. It's pretty awesome. I had to just get them. And I've also got the Origami Ninja figure. Pretty awesome. I assume these are the new foot soldiers. I didn't check it out long enough to even know what these are, but they appear to be, because there's only 3 enemies on the back of it. There's Baron Draxon, Meat Sweats. Meat Sweats looks actually awesome. I've seen pictures of him before, of the figure. He looks so good. And I've heard really good things about these figures actually, the amount of articulation in them. And then this Origami Ninja. Splinter just looks so funny. That's pretty cool actually. The figures do look good, I will have to admit. These are the first time I've really looked them up close. I've looked at the turtles, but I've never really looked at these two before. So that's those. I'll put them like that. So that I got that from the car boot, and then I picked up one more little thing. I was sort of flying through because I was only there for about, it was massive. It was like the biggest I've seen it this year, which was gutting. But I was one, I was trying to save my money, and 2, I only had like about an hour to get through it all. And that's not enough for this car boot. It's a pretty big car boot. But I did manage to pick up the DVD that just caught my eye. The Real Ghostbusters. It's called Adventures in Slime and Space. I do like Ghostbusters. I don't collect Ghostbusters, but I do love it. I used to really like it when I was a kid, and I had a lot of the toys. And I haven't actually watched this cartoon for years, so I'm definitely going to check this out one day. Maybe check out one of the episodes tonight. Might have half hour to kill. There's 4 episodes on here. Adventures in Slime and Space, Ghostbusted, Knock Knock, and Venkman's Ghost Repellers. Looks cool. Awesome. So I got that. Stand up there. Right, onto the Norwich Toy Fair. So let's make a little bit of room. Trying to build it up now like as if I've got something massive, but I don't. But I do have some cool items. Now, so I got there, and what's the first thing I picked up? So I went there for the sole intention I was looking for more 2007 lines. I'd done really well last time with the 2007 lines. In fact, Rainbow Dog 79 was there selling last time in March, and I picked up a full set of all the original Turtles with weapons, apart from Michelangelo's missing one of his nunchucks. That's it, for an awesome price. And I picked up 3 of the guards as well, one of which I already had, but the other 2 I didn't. I didn't have the large one and the female one. I can't remember what they're called now. Mine's completely gone blank, but now I've got them all completed as well. So I've got all the 4 guards and I got all the 4 original Turtles off Rainbow Dog, so I was well chuffed with that. This time not so much, but I still got something from that line. But first I'll show you, I picked up a very clean looking, the first thing I got was Slash from, I didn't get the seller's name, but he's always got a really good stall, loads of stuff. A quality looking Slash with belt, looks really clean, and I got him for £4, so that was an absolute bargain, especially the fact he's got his belt, and even the fact I'm not sure if this person knew it was there. I'll be honest, I didn't even properly notice until I was going through what I bought. There's a little dagger in there. Now that is not Slash's dagger, but I'm almost certain it really looks like it. It looks like Rocksteady's dagger. In fact, I'm certain this is dagger. So well chuffed with that. But that's come with it, and he is really clean. Them all the little bits on his arm look great. I've wanted him for a while, but I know he can go for not silly money, but not the cheapest figure in the world. And because I'm focusing so much on this 2007 line, because they are so cheap at the moment, I've laid off getting him, but chuffed to find him. Then, where did I go to next? There was another stall, and it was, I'd bought from this lady before. I can't remember what I got from her. I got the carded Raphael classic collection, and I got it for like £5. It was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And the card is in pretty good condition, apart from a tiny bit of dog-eared on the top left corner. But I managed to pick up, she had a van from, I think it was the 2003 line, and then 2 turtles sitting on top. The 2 turtles were from the 2007 line. Leonardo I already had, but I do have Michelangelo, but there is another version of Michelangelo, which I really like as well. And he's got the cheesy grin. And he's got a slight deranged look in his eyes. She had the whole lot for £7, which is cheap. I said, how much just for Mikey? And she goes, oh, it was all a set. And I said, I'll be honest, I only really want Mikey. And she goes, £1. I mean, £1. It's just ridiculous. They're just so cheap, these figures, and he's in such good nick. I will be honest, this leg is slightly loose in articulation, so he's obviously been played with, but whoever used to play with him, he's in such good condition. Not a lot of wear at all. And he looks great. So, got him for £1, bargain. Then, I bought from him before, and he was there at the last one, March, Robbo Toys. Massive thank you to him. I always seem to pick up some weird items off him, of the vintage line. He's always got some odd bits, which I really like about his store, as opposed to just the figures and stuff like that. And I picked up their quality, because they're still on card, badges. So I got a Shredder badge. He looks absolutely awesome. I got the weirdest looking one. I assume the sun has faded this, but the card, what's confusing about this, it looks like the sun has faded the badge, but the card is sweet, unless this is just how it came. It says Raphael, which is my favourite, so it's perfect. These are the only 3 he had, and you just happen to have Raphael. But look at him. Looks almost orange. Now I remember in the original cartoon there were some weird moments where there'd be Raphael talking but Donatello's voice coming out, or, you know, it's like the people who were doing the overdubbing on that just didn't have a clue what was going on or who was meant to be saying what. So there was many times where the wrong person was speaking, or someone was talking but yeah, someone else's lips were going. There was loads, I remember loads of errors like that on the cartoon. And then I've also got Splinter with what I think is Japanese writing, but I don't know what it says. It might just say Splinter. It's just very weird that he's got that sort of writing. Absolutely wicked. And another great thing about this, they say Hero Turtles, not Ninja Turtles. I'm from the UK, and it was Hero Turtles. So, awesome stuff. Thank you very much, Robbo Toys. Then, right next to Robbo Toys, there was someone there who was his first time there, and I've been watching him on YouTube for a while. Pizarro's Pieces. He was there, had a quick little chat. He had some cool bits on there. Then asked him, does he have any turtle stuff? He didn't have too much, but he did have an item which I needed the figure. I had already some of the accessories, but one of the accessories I was missing. He happened to have the figure with all the accessories, so I thought, brilliant. You can never have enough accessories, so I've now got a couple of sets of accessories, but I've got the complete figure, and he's in good nick as well. I've got Napoleon Bonafrog, and I already had his shield and his sword, and he looks so sweet. He's an awesome figure. I've been wanting him for a while. He's so cool. But he then said, I have a funny feeling I've got all his accessories, but they'd come out the bag and they were in a box it was like one of the bargain sort of bins at the bottom, but it wasn't actually bargain bin stuff. There were some really good items in there. His snake sort of whip thing, whatever it is, not entirely sure what it is, but that was cool. I ended up finding him right at the bottom of the bin, so I'm so chuffed to have him complete now. I don't have many completed figures, I've only got a few. I think Panda Khan is complete. And then some of the actual original line. I think my Bebop is complete. I think my Rocksteady might be complete now. And my Shredder is complete. But apart from that, everyone else is... Oh, and my Splinter. So that was awesome to meet you. Thank you very much for setting me up with that. And then, right next to that stall, so I went pretty dry in the first room. There wasn't many things I got, apart from Mikey and Slash, which was the bigger room out of the two. But then the second room, right at the back where these two guys were, there was then another stall. I didn't get his name, but I've wanted this figure for a while, from the vintage line, and he is pretty clean again. I was really surprised to see him quite clean. Baxter Stockman. I mean, what an awesome looking figure. I absolutely love this figure. And he's got his wings and his secondary sort of fly arms, so he is so cool looking. Just the way his legs double back on themselves. And the detailing on the hair and the face. I mean, that is a cool looking figure. Well chuffed to have him. I'm going to have to make some serious space though, because between him and General Trag, Jesus Christ, they take up some serious room on that display. I mean, General Trag, I've had to put him at a 45-degree angle because he's just ridiculous. He's like double the width of everyone. So that was that. And I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. Yep. So that's everything I got. So as you can see, I've added a lot of things to my collection. These two, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with them yet. I think I'm going to end up keeping them. Now that I've got them, I think I'm just going to keep them because they're in such good nick and I got them for such a cheap price. So, and these vintage ones, I didn't expect to get so many good ones, especially in good nick. And now that I've completed this Mondo Gecko, I'm really chuffed with that. I've managed to get some good figures, and obviously to keep adding to this 2007 line, pretty awesome. Really trying to get some of these enemies now because there's a complete imbalance going on. I've got nearly all the alien hunters now. It's only Donatello I'm missing from that whole set with the enemies, so that's well cool. I think eventually I'm going to make some redo the shelves and do just an alien hunter shelf maybe, and then another 2007 movie line shelf. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll stop waffling. Hope you enjoyed the video. I won't be going to a car boot this week, and I don't think I am the following week as well. I can't remember what I'm doing, but I think I'm busy, so literally I don't think there's going to be any car boot haul videos for the next few weeks. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will put all the links to all the guys I've picked up off, all their Instagram links. Thank you again to all of you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, press the like button, and I'll link to all my social media. I've got my eBay store, I've got my Facebook, Twitter, and my Instagram account. Give me a follow, keep checking me out, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.